Tell me what you see here, Chris. Let's take a look.
Myself?
When I wake up in the morning and the alarm gets out of warning, I don't think I'll ever make it on time. By the time I grab my books and I give myself a look, I'm at the corner just in time to see the bus fly by. It's alright, 'cause I'm safe by the bell.
Hello and welcome back once again to Saved by the Bell Boxing. Now, just a quick one. You would have woke up this morning and found out that Gerald Miller has tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. Yes, it's happened again in the world of boxing. When will it stop? When will it end? Who's on drugs? Who's not on drugs? It's becoming murky waters now. ESPN, Dan Raphael, I believe, informed, and I got the tweet at about 3 o'clock this morning, that Gerald Miller, his fight with Anthony Joshua, was in doubt because of testing positive for a banned PED. Now, I can't remember the name of the PED that he actually used, but I did do a little bit of research in the middle of the night, bleary-eyed, and saw that it was something that was used for fat cutting for weight loss, which would kind of make sense for Gerald Miller. Let's be honest. You know, this is not a revelation that he could be possibly using a fat loss, weight loss, cutting sort of steroid performance enhancing drug. So there's been a lot of reaction out there. Eddie Hearn is trying to find out, so he says, what's going on, and that the fight still will go ahead and Joshua will continue to train for the fight. Now, Gerald Miller's promoter, Dimitri Salita, said he was also in the process of finding further information about VADA's finding, and he will have more to say soon on the developing situation. In the meantime, Gerald Miller as well will continue to train for his fight in June against Anthony Joshua. Now, Miller has said that in the past that he pays for VADA, in the build-up to this fight, that he pays for VADA to be drug tested. For him to be drug tested, pays $40,000 per fight to get a drug test twice a week. So obviously very confident that he was not using performance-enhancing drugs, and has accused Anthony Joshua of using performance-enhancing drugs. Well, the irony in that is that himself has been caught out by VADA. Now, whether you know this or not, Gerald Miller has been caught before while he was in his kickboxing career, and he tested positive in a urine sample and was suspended for 9 months in 2014 by the California State Athletic Commission. Woo! So, well, this will obviously be very disappointing to a lot of fans out there who were looking forward to this fight. I didn't think it was a great fight, but there are people out there that have booked flights, booked tickets to go out to New York and support Anthony Joshua fight Miller. They will still go regardless. They cannot cancel this fight. There's too much on the line. You know, if they cancelled the fight, this is another 3 months possibly till Anthony Joshua could fight again. They've booked the MSG. People have booked their flights, hotels, everything. So this fight will definitely go ahead. Now, in a fight of this magnitude, there is always a backup. They've always got someone in lined up in case there is an injury, etc., or in case someone tests positive for drugs, which has happened. Seems to be, I mean, it's not fully confirmed yet, but seems to be this has happened in this case. So there's bound to be a backup now. Joseph Parker has tweeted saying he's ready and he's ready to go again. It needs to be a nay. It was Gerald Miller because he's an American-based fighter, a New York-based fighter. It was good for Joshua's debut, but really now, who are we going to get? If Gerald Miller is positive and is banned, then who are we going to get to fight Anthony Joshua? Answers on a postcard, because you know there's a lot of fighters tied up. He's fought Povetkin already. Maybe Pulev could step in. Kanaki, maybe. Someone's going to get a... But then there's going to be some lucky lottery winner out there that's going to get a shot at multiple undisputed titles, which for some people, maybe Dave Allen will get the call. Maybe Lucas Brown will get the call. Maybe I'll get the call. I don't know. But this is very disappointing news, and, you know, it's it's the sad state of boxing at the moment. We've seen this so many times now. People testing positive for drugs. Don't you realise that you're going to get caught? The problem being is, if you're getting caught, the bans just aren't good enough. You know, you may get 8 months, a year, 18 months, but they'll be back. They'll be back, and it's not good enough. You know, it's been compared so many times to like a lot of drug issues in cycling or in running, sprinting, but no one gets hurt in those. And this is a serious business. This is a serious business where people can get very, very hurt, and having that drug inside you can enhance so much that can be really dangerous to people's lives. And it's just not, I love to be able to find out who is on drugs and who isn't on drugs. There's a gentleman on Twitter called Tony Knox. If you want to follow him and listen to what he's saying, because he does a lot of research into PEDs, and hopefully me and Tony are going to set some up where we can sit down and have a discussion about this whole thing and about this whole mess and how it affects people's lives and how it affects fighters and how it can be so dangerous within the sport of boxing. So yeah, there's the news. We don't know who's going to be the opponent now. They will try and keep that fight on, most definitely. There's too much being invested into it. Joshua needs to fight. Who will be the lucky recipient of that, lucky or unlucky recipient of that opportunity to fight for those titles? We don't really know yet, and we will look and we will watch. But the big news is Gerald Miller is doubtly not fighting Anthony Joshua in Madison Square Garden this June. So I will try. Well, you'll know yourselves. Keep informed. See out there. If you see anything, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, thanks for the love. Thanks for likes. Thanks for subscribing. Have a wonderful day. And remember, especially if you're Gerald Miller, stay away from drug testers and be careful out there.